Okay, might as well just sit down here. So this is, what is it? It's been on Saturday I got back here. It's been 10 days since my mother passed. 11. And it's hard to accept, and you don't want to accept it, and you want to think it's all a silly dream, but it's reality. We have to all face at some point, and not much anybody can do about it. It's going to happen to us all. So I had a lot of plans and I was working towards them, and I was getting to where things would have been really good for me, but then they all basically blew up in my face, COVID-19, and it was absolutely out of my control, and I lost a lot. I lost everything, and it's hard to claw back, but I was hoping that before my mother passed, everything would finally come to fruition to be a success, but it's just taking longer than I thought. Disappointing, frustrating, especially when there are people who could very much assist you, but they don't have the innovation, the initiative, they don't have the imagination, they don't have the fascination as well. They lack a lot of serious skills that you require for business. You know, I've met people recently who are, in the last few years, living in 2022, 23, 2022, 2023, or 2025, they're stuck in 1995 because that was when they were at their peak, and they're still using 1995 tactics for 2025, and you can see why they're in basically a controlled demolition situation at the moment, but they can't see it themselves because they haven't really understood the contemporary business environment. And if they made a few adjustments, they could be very successful, but they just can't. And I call it calcification. It's when they're so used to the legacy systems, the old applications, the old software, using that. They're not going to look at anything new and innovative that's 10 times more efficient. It doesn't matter. They can't. And also, they are so, every task now is mundane. They can do it without thinking. And as you age, it sort of becomes more difficult to do new things unless you are a very special person. Unfortunately, they're very rare to find. And so a lot of people I've met are what I call, calcified. It's going to be impossible to crack them. So you've got to really sort of get rid of those people out of your life and out of any business, because they're not going to do anything for you. And even if they own the business, then they're going to be a net negative on that business unless they have capital they can keep injecting into the business to keep it alive. That's really the only way for a calcified person to really have any net positive within a business. But it's even not a net positive, that's a net negative. If you keep having to inject capital into the business, that means your business is failing, and unless you're in a growth period. But I've got to find a way to do it. It's really difficult, and I want to make my mum proud. So I've got to think how to do it in the next couple of weeks, if that. So that's it. All right, I'm going home now. See you later.